Today's video is brought to you by Card Kingdom, and right now you can get this sweet Scoop Soldier sticker when you order over at cardkingdom.com. Just mention in your order notes that you want a Scoop Soldier sticker when you go to checkout. Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another edition of Against the Odds. So last week, we had our first All Theros Beyond Death Against the Odds poll, and in the end, it was Underworld Breach that came out on top. So today, we are heading to our new standard format for a deck I'm calling Underworld Dredge. Basically, this deck is looking to get a ton of free value from our graveyard. Yes, technically we don't have the Dredge mechanic in standard, but this deck works similarly. We're looking to fill our graveyard at lightning speed, get free value from our graveyard, and then Underworld Breach is a card that really puts the deck over the top, because our graveyard is going to be super full, so we can play it, cast a bunch of spells for free, trigger a bunch of stuff, and maybe just use it to win the game directly. So that's our plan for today, Underworld Dredge in standard. Before we break down the deck, a super quick reminder, if you haven't already, it would be spectacular of you if you could take a second, click that subscribe button down at the bottom of your screen. It's a great way to support the channel and the site for free. So let's talk Underworld Dredge, starting with Underworld Breach. So Underworld Breach, basically 3-mana enchantment. It lets us escape things from our graveyard, with the escape cost being mana cost +3, but we only get to do it for one turn before it goes away. So what Underworld Breach requires of us is a full graveyard, preferably, so we can escape multiple things in the same turn. And there's a few different ways to go around breaking Underworld Breach, but our deck is pretty focused on getting up to like 5 or 6 mana, playing Underworld Breach, casting 3-ish cheap spells in a turn, and using those spells to hopefully just win us the game. So our most important secondary combo piece is another 2-mana enchantment, Drown Secrets. Drown Secrets just allows us to mill ourselves for 2 whenever we cast a blue spell. So the idea is we'll stick this on turn 2, start casting some cheap, often cantripping blue spells to fill our graveyard, and then by the time we get up to like 6, 5, somewhere in that range of mana, we can play Underworld Breach, cast a bunch of stuff from our graveyard, win the game. As far as winning the game, our main plan is free graveyard value, so here we got a couple of different options. This is where the deck starts to feel a little bit dredgy. Arclight Phoenix, Creeping Chill. So these are our two best finishers. Creeping Chill, when we mill it to Drown Secrets, we can just exile it, drains for 3, so it keeps our life total high, so we're not going to die while we're setting up our combo kill. Arclight Phoenix comes back, can smash our opponent for 3 with haste, or we can play defense with it, because we have some other ways of winning the game as well. Our other way of winning the game is 1 copy of Thassa's Oracle. So the idea here is, we can play defense with our Creeping Chills, do a bit of draining, with our Arclight Phoenixes, do some jump blocking. Eventually, we will empty our entire deck with our Drown Secrets, then we Underworld Breach. We escape Thassa's Oracle into play. Thassa's Oracle just wins the game with its Enter the Battlefield triggers. So that's a backup plan. Our backup plan is 1 copy of Shock. So Shock is just 2 damage to any target. The thing is, thanks to Underworld Breach, when you escape a card, it goes back into your graveyard. So if we get up to a bunch of mana in the late game in a really full graveyard, in theory, we can just play an Underworld Breach and shock our opponent. Is with escape, it goes back in the graveyard, shock our opponent with escape, it goes back in the graveyard, shock our opponent with escape, so we can technically just burn our opponent out directly if we have enough mana, especially when you consider our free damage from Creeping Chill. If Creeping Chill gets our opponent down to like 8, it's not that hard to get up to 6 mana, Underworld Breach, shock, 4 times, get in that last 8 points of damage and close out the game. So that's our main plan for winning the game. The other backup plans of the deck, we have Merfolk Seeker Keeper and Ox of Agonis. So Seeker Keeper, really good with Drown Secrets. It's another way to stock our graveyard, and it's technically 2 blue spells, because we can cast it once to mill ourselves for 4, cast it again as a creature to trigger Drown Secrets to mill ourselves some more, so it's our fastest mill card for just stocking our graveyard for Underworld Breach. And then Ox of Agonis is our backup escape card. If we don't have Underworld Breach, something goes wrong, we can get back Ox for just 2 mana, exiling 8 cards, discard our hand, which is usually fine. We get rid of like Arclight Phoenixes and other random stuff, Creeping Chills that we can't cast easily, and get a creature out of the deal along with drawing some cards. Otherwise, we have a bunch of cheap cantrips, and these cards are essential to the plan of the deck. They give us cheap blue spells that don't cost us a card that we can cast to trigger our Drown Secrets and fill our graveyard for Underworld Breach, and they're also our easiest way to cast 3 spells in a turn to get back our Arclight Phoenix. So one of the tricks we can do with this deck is we get to like 5 mana, we have a relatively full graveyard, we can play Underworld Breach, cast Op from our graveyard, draw a card after scrying 1, cast the same Op from our graveyard again, cast the same Op a 3rd time, and that's 3 spells to get back our Arclight Phoenixes while also milling a bunch. That's the other cool trick of this, is if we have Drowned Secrets out, we're able to essentially mill 2 cards whenever we're doing this, so even if our graveyard isn't super full, we're naturally refilling our graveyard with Drowned Secrets as we cast our spells or escape our spells with Underworld Breach, so then our graveyard stays full and we're able to keep casting spells and keep going and going and going to set up this like pseudo-storm kill. Otherwise, Brazen Borrower, just a little bit of defense. It's another card like Merfolk's Secret Keeper that's 2 blue spells for the price of 1 for triggering our Drowned Secrets, but it bounces something. Maybe your opponent has Graveyard Hate, maybe a big threat that's going to kill us, something along those lines, and then we get a flyer out of the deal. Mana base wise, a bunch of Visit Duels, a couple of black shock lands, just in case we get stuck with Creeping Chill in hand and want to cast it. Doesn't come up super often, but in theory, it is something our deck might want to do. And some basic lands. In the sideboard, we get a bunch of bouncy defensive stuff for aggro. Unsummoned Brazen Borrower, just ways to kind of tempo our opponent out of the game. Again, blue spells to keep triggering our Drowned Secrets. Aether Gust for Gruul decks, for Nissa decks. Storm's Wrath is a sweeper. And then for more controlling matchups, we get Mystical Dispute and Negate as counter spells, and Niv Mizzet Perun just to have a big, uncounterable threat. And because we have all these cheap cantrips, we can kind of just like play Niv, cast a bunch of cantrips, and maybe burn our opponent out that way if our opponent has Graveyard Hate or something else that's ruining our primary plan. And that is Underworld Dredge for Standard, and that's our Against the Odds deck for this week. So let's jump into some games, see if the plan of comboing off with Drowned Secrets and Underworld Dreams and dredgy Creeping Chill, Arclight Phoenix, Ox of Agonis stuff is actually legit in Standard. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoy it, and I'll be back in a bit with a wrap-up. All right, Against the Odds time, we are playing some Underworld Dredge in Standard, and let's see how this goes. Yeah, sand I think is bad. We're gonna have to mulligan. Well, alright, this is okay. We can put a Creeping Chill to the bottom. I mean, we got breaches for days. Steam Vents tapped, pass the turn. Land for our opponent passes. Well, land and let's just Discovery Dispersal. We will keep both of these. Temple of Epiphany, Drowned Secrets for next turn. That's exactly what we want to see. Opponent. Swamp. I'll play Temple. I guess we can keep Arclight and then discard it to Radical Idea. Pass the turn. I don't really want to run out Drowned Secret because of Doom Foretold. If we just run it out and our opponent has Doom Foretold, then we lose it for no value, which is not great. Swamp for our opponent. Elspeth. Okay. Well, that's a Radical Idea. Draw a card.
Courage will bloom in all who seek.
Yeah, now I guess we gotta do it. Drowned Secrets. Opt. Mill ourselves. And we'll keep an opt. Pass the turn. Opponent, land, and... They do have Doom Foretold.
Heroes, rally to me.
Well, that's not great. Let's Radical Idea. Discard Arclight Phoenix. Mill ourselves. Another Arclight. Opt. Mill ourselves. We need a land, I think, to the bottom. Ugh. Well, we found a land. Play the land, pass the turn. Opponent gotta sacrifice the Elspeth. Or the Doom Foretold. We're a land away from maybe doing cool things. Opponent plays a land. I mean, I guess we can... We have 2 breaches, so I guess we can... Alright, opponent gets in. Hits us to 11. Doom Foretold goes away. We'll discard Arclight. Well, we draw the land. Alright, play the land. I mean, we're gonna go for it. Play the land, play Underworld Breach. Opt. Exile, exile, exile. I guess we keep the mountain. Opt. Exile, exile, exile. Temple to the bottom. Opt. Exile, exile, exile. Thassa's Oracle to the bottom. Get back to Arclights. No attacks, though. Pass the turn. That was a fine turn. We'll see if it's enough. Opponent plays a land. Does not have enough Elspeth cards yet. Elspeth conquers death. Yup. Snags an Arclight. Big attack, so we'll block the 2/2. We're getting low on life. We draw an island. 1/2, 1/2. Interesting, interesting, interesting. How do we do this? Island. Drown secrets. Brazen Borrower. Mill ourselves. And pass the turn. Can we live one more turn? There are many things that kill us. Oath of Kaya, another Elspeth. If we live, we have hope, because next turn should be pretty good. Opponent. Had to bounce this because we can't afford to have our spells cost one more. Opponent gets in, hits us. To 1. Alright, opponent has it. Sure. Actually, I guess we can Radical Idea. We could hit Creeping Chill. Alright, no Creeping Chills. Yup. Okay. I mean, that's unfortunate, but there's not much we can do about that. That Doom Foretold got us pretty good. Oh, man. The next turn, I think we, even from this position, if we live, decent chance we proceed to win the game with Drown Secrets, Underworld Breach, and so much mana. We can go through most of our deck. I don't know if we literally win, but we would at least hit Creeping Chills and likely win. All right, so opponent's playing a Doom Foretold deck. The issue is going to be Graveyard Hate. I guess we Brazen Borrower, bring in Brazen Borrowers, go 1 Ox, go down a Secret Keeper, and I guess that's all we can really do. All right, run it like that. Yeah, Doom Foretold's definitely an annoying card. Brazen Borrower is nice because it can bounce something, and it can also give us a body to sacrifice to Doom Foretold if we have to. Graveyard Hate's definitely a concern, though. We get to play first. Alright, I guess we'll keep. Gonna need to hit our lands. Alright, that's a Steam Vent, so making progress. Opponent, tap land. To the bottom. That's a lot of Arclights being drawn. That is one of the risks of this deck, is we can accidentally just draw cards that we want to be milling. I'll get a Creeping Chill. Now we're going to have to find a way to get these Arclights in the graveyard. Opponent, tap land. Cracks it. Gets Plains Passes. Well, Watery Grave. Untapped. Secret Keeper. Mill ourselves. Secret Keeper. Pass the turn. Secret Keeper, another good buffer for Doom Foretold. Opponent. Treacherous Blessing. Alright, well, we'll opt. Keep the Steam Vents. Well, now we might just be hard casting Arclights for the time being. Opponent draws some cards. Oh, it'd be so much better if we could get him in the graveyard. Opponent thinking on their discards. This can potentially deal our opponent some damage. Well, Steam Vents, untapped, Arclight. Hit ya. 14. Yeah, we need like a Radical Idea at some point, I think. Land for our opponent. Agonizing Remorse. So the bad news about this is it can take that Arclight and keep us from casting it. Wow, takes Underworld Breach. Interesting. What's our opponent's plan for not dying to Arclights? Okay, opponent has Devout Decree. That makes some sense. Well, go Arclights. To the bottom. Ooh, Drown Secrets. Drown Secrets. Well, I think we just Arclight here. hit our opponent. Because our opponent has this Treacherous Blessing, the more damage we can get in, the more likely it is our opponent kills themselves. Opponent. Doom Foretold, sure. Down to 7. We will sacrifice Secret Keeper. Oh. Well, go to combat, hit our opponent. Play Drown Secrets. Borrow Doom Foretold. Mill ourselves. Creeping Chill for the win? Ooh, Ox is good, though. Alright. Well, now if our opponent just replays Doom Foretold, they go to 3 and die to Arclight. Opponent plays a land. So I need something better than that. And they don't know that we have this Creeping Chill in hand. Opponent gets a Swamp. Alright, opponent, let's see what you got. The Treachery. Treacherous Blessing, as good as it can be, it is also something that kills you sometimes. Kaya. Alright.
Glad to be here.
So
Your
Kaya's gonna
are my profits.
eat some stuff and try to gain some life. Eating the Ox is annoying. We did want the Ox, but yeah.
I'll be back.
Opponent
Just you wait.
goes up to 5. And they need to kill Arclight for sure. Euphemia. Alright. Well, let's opt. Mill ourselves. Island to the bottom? Yeah, let's go bottom. Oh, really? Go to combat. Attack our opponent. Opponent blocks. Well, we pass the turn. Opponent attacks. Ugh. We're drawing our Creeping Chills instead of milling them. Unfortunately, we were like 1 card off twice from just winning the game, but... Opponent, gonna gain a life. Eat an Arclight.
You better watch your back from here on out.
Go to 6, or gain 2 life. Doom Foretold, sure. Goes to 5. Well, we will Brazen Borrower. Mill ourselves. Sack Drown Secrets. Combat. Attack you. And Creeping Chill. Okay, we got there. Through the Graveyard Hate, we got there. So we got to be aware of Kaya. That is a card that is good against us, but that went pretty well. Okay, all right. Whew. Yeah, I don't know if this is a hard matchup or not, honestly. Maybe? Could be? Yeah. Run it back. We want to do that again. Agonizing Remorse is kind of good against us. Even more so being on the draw here, since it can snag Drown Secrets, but... I mean, this deck feels pretty powerful. We have run into Graveyard Hate multiple times, and it still has a chance. Drown Secrets is good, but Underworld Breach is very, very strong in this deck. All right, opponent. What do you got? All right, I guess we're going to keep this. This is not a hand that is going to go off, but I like the Brazen Borrowers in this matchup. Creeping Chill definitely to the bottom, for sure. Land for our opponent. Agonizing Remorse. Also, this hand's bad enough that pretty Agonizing Remorse proof. Now, let's just land and Thassa's Oracle. I'll take an island, I guess, although it's not super exciting. We are going to need to find a Drown Secrets here. Opponent plays a land. Passes. I'll go to combat. Attack ya. Play Steam Vents tapped. Pass the turn. Land for our opponent. Elspeth.
Death itself cannot halt my quest for justice.
Makes a couple dorks.
I am proud of my comrade.
Opponent has 1 card in the graveyard. Yeah, let's shock Elspeth.
You will not move me.
Opt. Island definitely bottom. Alright, more ops. And more islands. So I'll go to combat. Attack Elspeth. Alright, opponent lets it die. Play the island, pass the turn. What you got, opponent? Scryland. So opponent is still quite a few cards away from getting back Elspeth at this point. To the bottom. Kaya.
I like a good fight. Notice I didn't say fair.
Exiles our graveyard.
You're not good for you. I had guild business to attend to anyway.
Well, I think we just run out Brazen Borrower as a creature. Untap. Ay, more lands. Well, Kaya. Opponent chumps.
Try that again. I dare you.
Blood Crypt tapped. Ay. This is a lot more lands than our deck really wants. Opponent plays a land. Archon of Sun's Grace. That is problematic. And Ephemia. Alright. Well, this is bad in several ways. Opponent.
Pack your bags and hit the road.
Gets in. Well, we draw. Arclight. Well, play an Arclight. Play a land. Ooh, this draw is about as awkward as our draws can be, I think. Opponent. Land. I would rather wait for like a Drown Secrets to cast this Opt, but at some point we're just going to have to go for it. Takes up.
Bye.
Opponent passes. We draw. Oh no. Ay, magic gods. Where's all of our cantrips and good cards? Opponent finds an Elspeth Conquers Death. Ugh. Yeah, this is not good for us. Gets to make a lifelinker. And I think this one is slipping away here, unfortunately. We have just massively flooded. While our opponent's draw has been very solid. Opponent gets in. Yeah, I mean, we're going to take it for now. Down to 14. We draw. Well, Opt, I guess. We got to go for it. We're running out of time here. Definitely do not want the Creeping Chill. Radical Idea. Radical Idea. Secret Keeper. Land. Arclight. No attack. Secret Keeper. Opponent. Yeah, this Kaya's good against us too. And this Elspeth Conquers Death is also problematic. Yeah, we're in trouble a whole bunch of different ways. Opponent gets in. Alright, no blocks. Yeah, I think we're dead next turn. Yeah.
Well done. You better
Opponent
watch your back
exiles.
from here on out.
Ugh. Yeah. Alright, we're dead. Well, that was not very good running for our deck, unfortunately. Well, next time. Alright, against the odds time, we are looking to dredge our way through Standard with, Drown Secrets. That's what we wanted to see. We will keep an Opt. Alright, now this hand's great. Great. Actually, this hand is excellent. Mountain for our opponent. Play the land, play Drown Secrets. And now the fun begins! The dredging. All right, opponent, what do you got? Bone Crusher. That's fine. Against Mono Red, we're going to gain a bunch of life from Creeping Chills. Opponent passes, so we will... How do we want to do this? Play the land. Radical Idea. Mill ourselves. We're going to wait one more turn because, in theory, we can... that might have been a slight mistake to not play a land first. We would like to discard this Arclight to a Radical Idea and then get everything back. Opponent passing. All right, now we can do it. Watery Grave, shock ourselves. Radical Idea. Discard Arclight. Mill ourselves. Secret Keeper. Mill ourselves. We have milled a lot of Underworld Breaches, which is not ideal, but there's a Creeping Chill. Yeah. And then opt. Mill ourselves. Creep. Oh! All right, there's all the creepy chills. Ooh, sorry, Mono Red. Up to 25. Yeah, I guess we can keep the Arc Light. It would have been nice if we could have milled it, but we can discard it to a Radical Idea. So opponent's down to 11. We get back in Arc Light. That was not a bad turn. Opponent in the tank, realizing that life is very sad. Hit ya. Down to 8. Opponent. Kills Arclight. Sure. So we will... And opponent scoops it up. Hey! Yeah. That was impressive. I mean, our opponent stumbled around on lands a little bit, but that was still very impressive. Very impressive. Creepy chills are super helpful in this matchup. Alright. That was excellent. So, opponent's playing mono red. I guess we like Ether Gust and Unsummon. Go down an Ox. Go down Brazen Borrower, couple of Secret Keepers. Run it like that. Alright, let's do that again. I mean, Creepy Chill is our secret sauce, I think, for getting out of the mono-red matchup alive. That hand's not very good. We're gonna mulligan. This hand's bad, but it does have a Drown Secrets. Yeah, I think we gotta keep it and put a Mountain to the bottom and hope that we draw into some blue spells. It's hard to pass up a Drown Secrets. Opponent, all right. Another land. Getting off to a faster start. Ugh. All right, not feeling great about where we're at now. Another Scourge Spitter. Opponent gets in, hits us. Oh boy. That is way too many lands for our comfort. Castle Embreth. Opponent hits us. Ugh. Yeah, this is not looking good. Not looking even a little good. Down to 14. Sorceress Spyglass. That does literally nothing against our deck. I'm pretty sure there's like 0 activated abilities that this hits. Alright, so for this to work, we are going to need to hit some... Oh my goodness. Oh dear. Well... Arena in the Magic Gods not being kind on this one. Opponent has hit 2 lands in a row. Legion Warboss gets in. Hits us. Well, unsummon. Warboss. Mill ourselves. Nothing. Oh yeah, we are. I think we're just dead. Warboss. Alright, so technically we get 1 turn to somehow win the game. 3. Breach. Yikes. Well, that was mostly an issue of us just drawing way too many lands. Way more lands than we can actually do anything with. Although, given what we just saw, maybe we bring in the Storm's Wrath. I was thinking our opponent's deck was Burny, but maybe this isn't as a burn deck as much as just a, like, go-wide Cavalcade-style deck. And against a Cavalcade-style deck, Storm's Wrath, Secret Keeper... maybe we don't unsummon? Maybe it's just too slow? What else can we cut, though? Secret Keeper at least can block. Maybe we gotta go 3 breaches... and down 1 Discovery Dispersal. Ugh, alright. Not thrilled about that, but I think it's what we gotta do. At least we're on the play for game number 3. And we saw what our deck can do in game number 1. Alright, we get to play first. Alright, we'll keep this. We got a Drown Secrets. We will keep an Opt. We can shock something. Land for our opponent. Fervent Champion gets in for 1. Well, Scry land. Keep the Steam Vents. Pass the turn. Land for our opponent. Runaway Steam Kid. Well, shock Steam Kid. Take 1. Unfortunately, I think we gotta shock ourselves. Shock ourselves, Drown Secrets. Leave up the Opt. Start filling the graveyard. Steamkin number 2. Opponent, combat, gets in. hits us. Well, opt, mill ourselves. 2 lands we kind of wanted. Ugh. Oh, I'm sorry, Drowned Secrets. I think we got to go bottom, unfortunately. All right, we hit a temple and an island. Oh, play the temple, scry. Radical idea to the top. Pass the turn. Land for our opponent. Torbrand, well, Aethergust Torbrand. Mill ourselves. Torbrand goes to the top. We take 3. Play the land. Well, all right. I think we got to do this, unfortunately. Underworld Breach. Opt. 1, 2, 3. Mill ourselves. Yeah, we'll keep an opt for next turn. Shock. Steam Kid. 1, 2, 3. Oh, actually, opt. Mill ourselves. Keep Aethergust. Shock. Steam Kid. Pass the turn. The bad news is we didn't have any life gain. Opponent. What you got? What you got? Torbrand. Yeah. Hits us to 9. Well, Drowned Secrets. Mill ourselves. All right, there's a Creeping Chill. Pass the turn. Oh, this is going to be close. Potent, what do you got? What do you got? Chandra. Well, Aethergust Torbrand. Mill ourselves, mill ourselves. Torbrand to the bottom. Okay. All right, next turn we get stuff back. Is it going to be enough?
I knew you needed
Opponent.
help.
Chandra.
What's that smell?
War Boss.
Oh, it's you
Land.
burning.
Passes. All right, this is our turn to shine. We draw land, which is good. So we will... Let's start with opt. Opt. Mill ourselves. Maybe just that mini Underworld Breach is going to be enough. Mill. Keep Secret Keeper. Secret Keeper. Mill. Okay, there's an Arclight. Oh, Creeping Chill. And then we Radical Idea. Discard Arclight. Mill. Creeping Chill. Land. Discovery Dispersal. Mill ourselves. Mill. 3 Arclights. Everything at our opponent. Down to 2. Takes up Chandra. Torbrand. We're at 17, though. I think we might have this. And opponent scoops it up. Whoo! All right. That mini Underworld Breach was enough. Just enough to clear the board with that shock to allow us to stabilize and win the game. Whew. All right. Sweet. All right. Against the odds time, we are playing some Underworld Dredge in Standard. And, yeah, I can't keep that. Well, this will keep. Not a awesome hand, but it's keepable. Opponent. Looking to be Simic Rampant to the bottom. Well, Temple, Island, definitely to the bottom. Pass the turn. Opponent. Scryland to the bottom. Ugh, more lands. Ugh. Well, alright. Discovery. Graveyard. Alright, I guess we'll keep Discovery Dispersal. Pass the turn. Opponent, pass in. Well, more lands. Alright, Discovery. Opponent Growth Spirals. Draws a card. Graveyard, Graveyard. Temple of Epiphany. I guess we keep Opt. Pass the turn. Opponent's missing land drops, which is making our life a bit easier. Paradise Druid. Well, let's Discovery. Keep them both. Play the land, Drown Secrets. Alright, so next turn should be a decent turn, I hope. Opponent, tap land. Next turn should be explosive. Opponent passes. Well, we will Secret Keeper. Mill ourselves. Mill ourselves. Opponent's thinking about something. Grow Spiral, sure. So mill and mill. Alright, there's Creeping Chill Phoenix. Exile Creeping Chill. Opt. Mill ourselves. Keep a Secret Keeper. Secret Keeper. Mill ourselves. Mill ourselves. Yeah, we're milling a... Okay, another Phoenix. And then Secret Keeper. Mill ourselves. Steam Vents. Secret Keeper. Mill ourselves. Get back a couple Arc Lights. Go attack it. Opponent. Down to 11. Alright, opponent. What do you got? Plays a land. This is where we would like to find Underworld Breach. Opponent. Passing. Well, Opt. Mill ourselves. Ooh. That's a breach. I think we save that for next turn, though. Opt. Mill ourselves. Yeah, keep the Arclight. Radical idea. Discard Arclight. Mill ourselves. Alright, Creeping Chill. Play a land to go to combat, get our last 2 Arclights. And we have Underworld Breach if we need it next turn, but I think our opponent's just dead this turn. Can you stop the Phoenixes? Yes, it is nice. And opponent scoops it up. Okay. Oh, lordy. Lordy, 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 lordy. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, okay. Well, that worked. We needed our opponent to stumble around on mana a little bit, but that shows what the deck could do. If we had untapped next turn, we could have shocked our opponent many, many times. Like, shocked our opponent 4 times? So, actually, even without another Phoenix attack, Underworld Breach was just lethal next turn if we had needed it. Alright, so opponent's playing Ramp. Ramp. Simic Ramp. Ramp. Well, I think we bring in Niv, bring in Ether Gus, go down 1 Ox, a Secret Keeper, and do we actually want Niv? It might be necessary. Alright, I guess we gotta go 2 Secret Keepers. Run it like that. Whew. Alright. Let's do it one more time. Okay, we'll keep this. Opponent. Tap land. Cracks it. So we don't have a super fast... Oh, just kidding. That's a Drown Secrets. Steam Vents. To the... Actually, I think we keep Steam Vents here. 1 more land's not bad. Opponent. Island passes. Temple of Epiphany. Mountain to the bottom. Gonna wait on Drown Secrets until next turn, I think. Our opponent could very well have Mystical Dispute. Wow, opponent's passing. Now that's Thassa's Oracle. Alright, there's a Mystical Dispute. Tap land. Pass the turn. We're trying to clear the way for this Underworld Breach. We draw land. Well, let's Discovery. Opponent ups. Next turn, we can Drown Secrets through a Mystical Dispute. To the bottom, draws a card. Land bottom, op top. Blood Crypt tapped. Pass the turn. Oh, opponent, alright. Yeah. Well, hopefully there's not negates. Negate would be annoying. Oh, sabotage. We'll play the land. Drowned play Drown Secrets. Opt. Mill ourselves. Creeping Shell. Yeah. Island Bottom. And yeah, let's pass. Boy, we're gonna have some good breach turns at some point. Alright. Opt. Mill ourselves. We'll keep the Arclight because we can discard it. Sure. Opponent finds their land and passes. Interesting. Well, let's Arclight Phoenix. Opponent counters. That's fine. The real... Oh, this is a Simic Flash. The real goal is to get down Drown Secrets. Pass the turn. Paradise Druid. Okay, here we go. Underworld Breach. Discovery Dispersal. 1, 2, 3. Mill ourselves. Oh, mill. Yes. That's an Arclight. That's a Creeping Chill. Yeah, strain you. Opt. Exile. Mill ourselves. Island Bottom. Opt. Exile. Mill ourselves. And we'll keep Ether Gust for next turn. Get back 2 Arclights. Hit ya. And Underworld Breach did its job. It refilled our hand. It got back our Arclights. It didn't quite win us the game, but that was a spectacular turn. All right, opponent. Frogify. That's acceptable. Opponent. Passes. Well, Drown Secrets. And that's GG. Mill ourselves. Opponent Growth Spirals, sure. We will Discovery Dispersal. Mill. Keep an Opt. Man, we should be able to win this turn. Opt. Mill ourselves. Keep Watery Grave. Brazen Borrower. Bounce Paradise Druid. Mill ourselves. Okay, there's the Creeping Chills, and that does it. Whew! Alright. And we got the GGs for real this time. And that's what the deck could do. That is the power of Underworld Breach. Even though it wasn't on the battlefield when we literally won, it was Underworld Breach that made all that happen. For sure. Whew. Alright. Sweet. Alright. Against the odds time, we are playing some Underworld Dredge in Standard. Underworld Breach. Let's see how good it actually is. Hopefully, it is sweet. Well, okay. This sounds weird, but we have Underworld Breach. Uh-oh. Fire's on the play, eh? Well, it should be interesting. So we can make land drops, fill our graveyard, and then breach. Discovery Dispersal is not bad. Well, let's Island Secret Keeper. Mill our opponent. Awkward to not mill ourselves, but our opponent just set up the top of their deck, so I think it's worth it. Tap land for our opponent passes. Well, play the land. Discovery Dispersal. Drown Secrets is what we want most. All right, 2 lands to the bottom. Creeping. Oh, that is the most infuriating part about this deck, is milling 2 cards and then having the next card be a card that you really wanted to mill. That is by far the most annoying part. Shimmer a possibility. Opponent finds a land. Well, Discovery Dispersal. Mill. Hit a Creeping Chill. Drain our opponent. Watery Grave. Secret Keeper. Ugh, we're like 2 turns away from having our big turn. Do we live long enough against fires? Opponent plays a land, plays the fires, plays the Sphinx. Well, we'll find out. We will Blood Crypt untapped. Drown Secrets. Discovery Dispersal. Mill ourselves. Mill. Actually, let's keep the land. Creeping Chill, our opponent. No attacks. All right. Well, next turn is when we go for it. Do we get a next turn? Opponent scries to the bottom. Do they have land number 5? They do. That's not great. There's a Cavalier of Gales. Do they have Red Cavalier to go with it? Fires is a obnoxious deck for sure. Opponent. All right. Well, that just means we gotta piece together a win this turn, I think. Opponent gets in. Or at least get back a bunch of Arclights for defense. We haven't milled an Arclight yet. We also don't have an Opt yet. Alright. Well, we will see. Oh, can we wait another turn? I don't think we can. Awkward. Yeah, all of our card draw's 2 mana. Maybe we can mill it, though. We draw Secret Keeper. We'll play the land. Secret Keeper. Mill ourselves. Okay, there's an Opt. Secret Keeper. Oh, we didn't have anything good, did we? Secret Keeper. Mill ourselves. No Arclights? No Arclights at all? Ugh, there's an Arclight. Oh, radical idea. I think we gotta wait on Underworld Breach now. Discard Ox. Mill ourselves. Okay, Arclight number 2. Secret Keeper. Mill ourselves. Alright. Well, I mean, this was a good turn, but our opponent has the Fire's Dream going, with just a huge wall of massive flyers, so about it. Timing out. Fabled Passage. We'll see. It's possible we're still just dead. We get back 2 Arclights. No attacks. And see what our opponent can do with this Fires of Invention. Bottom. The only good news is we can get everything back again next turn. Opponent. Land. Alright, Scries. So this is some card draw Cavalier. Oh, Teferi.
Sorry I'm late.
Oh, we need this Drown Secrets.
That's more like
Oh, it
it.
bounces an Arclight. Interesting. Okay. And Cavalier of Flames, but can't give it haste, right? Opponent attacks. Well, we will block. Drop to 14. We draw an island. Okay. So. Well, we Underworld Breach. Actually, do we Underworld Breach? Alright, let's start with Radical Idea. Discard Arclight. Mill ourselves. Play an island. Underworld Breach. Opt. Exile. Mill ourselves. Oh, not again. It keeps happening. Oh, we needed that. Oh, no. Oh, that's so bad. Wow. Oh, we got no luck. We got no luck at all. Oh, no. Opt. Exile. 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 Whoa, that was so unlucky. Opponent does a really good game because they are a nice, respectful opponent. We get back 2 Arclights. We pass the turn. Wow, that was some bad running. Opponent gets to scry. Yeah, I assume we're just dead here. We should be dead. Opponent scries to the top. Well, now that's even more likely that we're dead. Draws the card they left on top. Oh, wow, that was brutal. Our milling was so unfortunate. Cavalier of Gales. Pump, pump, pump. 7-14. Yeah, we're dead. All right. Well, we were very much betrayed by the Magic Gods. Oh, no, that running was just ridiculously poor. All right. I mean, opponent had fires. They do what fires does. Oh, man, that was insane. We milled a bunch of cards. The problem is that we had Creeping Chill and then Arclight that didn't get milled. That is one of the frustrating aspects of this deck, I will admit. Ugh, boy. All right. So what are we doing here? Arena, sound effects for days. Well, bring in Mystical Dispute. Go down to Ox. Go down to Secret Keeper. Well, that is one of the things that can happen with this deck is you can just mill poorly. And draw the cards that you want to mill, which is kind of exactly what happened that game. Well, we'll keep opponent London mulling for Fires of Invention, as they should. Well, Watery Grave, tapped. Pass the turn. Opponent, tap land, gets to scry to the top. Well, play a land, drown secrets. Pass the turn. Opponent, tap land, scries to the top. Another breach. Well, play the land, opt, mill ourselves. All right, there's a Creeping Chill. We'll keep Radical Idea. Yeah, let's pass the turn. Tap land for our opponent and passing. Well, Radical Idea, mill ourselves. Next turn is a turn where fires can come online. All right, opponent found a Disenchant, unfortunately. We hit a Creeping Chill. We draw the Arclight. Well, play a Mountain. Play... Underworld Breach. Drown Secrets. Pass the turn, opponent untaps. Do they have fires? I'm sure they do. And there's the untap land. I mean, Underworld Breach was fine there, just as like a weird regrowth. Opponent has Teferi.
I can no longer stand by.
Well, at least it's not a fires.
Might be a bad idea.
Bounces Drown Secrets. Opponent passes. Well, we will play Drown Secrets. Oh, no. Well, play Thassa's Oracle. Take a shock, I guess. Steam Vents. Yeah, maybe we should have done that differently. Opponent taking up to Fairy.
Here goes nothing.
Sphinx of Foresight. Opponent passes. Well, Radical Idea. Discard Arclight. Well, this is a decent turn. Brazen Borrower. Bound Sphinx. Shock to Fairy. Land. Arclight. Hitcha. Down to 10. Sphinx of Foresight returns. Well, Secret Keeper. Mill ourselves. Do we cash in our breach? I don't know if it's worth it. Yeah, I guess we do. Underworld Breach. Drown Secrets. Exile, exile, exile. Secret Keeper. Mill ourselves. No attacks. Ox is good, though. Alright. Bone it. Well, Ox will be good. I guess we need more cards in our graveyard, don't we? Whoa! Hate cards for days! Pwn it. Alright. Yeah. Opponent plays a tap land. Passes. Well, pass the turn. Sphinx, Scries. So we need, what, 2 more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Opponent plays Teferi. Well, we will Mystical Dispute. Opponent. Well, alright. Brazen Borrower. Cheap spell. Cheap spell in the graveyard. Alright, Radical Idea. Draw a card. Discovery Dispersal. Discovery Dispersal. Mill Secret Keeper. I guess we keep the island. Play the island. Ox. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get back the Ox. Draw some cards. No attacks. All right. Brazen Borrower's good. Opponent. Gonna kill our Ox. Sure. Gets to scry. Well, let's see what our opponent has. We're pretty close to being able to win. Unfortunately, we have lost all of our Drown Secrets. Opponent. What you got? What you got? We're super close. We're not close to getting Ox back. All right. Hardcast Cavalier Flame. So we can put our opponent to 1. Play Temple. Keep Discovery Dispersal. Brazen Borrower. Bounce Sphinx. Arclight. Hit our opponent to 1. All right. Opponent, you need something really good. Sphinx of Foresight. I don't think that does it. Plays a land. Passes. All right. Radical Idea. Discard Arclight. And opponent scoops it up. All right, we got there. Whoo! So it is possible that we take down Fires. The deck is pretty powerful. Fires, though, Fires is a whole different deck when the opponent does not have Fires. That's what we saw there. The non-Fires matchups against Fires are very winnable. The Fires matchups, those ones are a bit harder, I would say. But, I mean, we proved we could do it. Even through an insane amount of disruption. Opponent disenchanted our Drown Secrets for days and days, but we still got there. Even Mystical Dispute's not great because of Teferi. All right, let's run it back like that. All right, we're on the draw. Come on, no Fires, no Fires. What do you got about it? What do you got? Well, okay, we got Drown Secrets, 2 of them. We will keep. Opponent plays a land. Well, we play a land. Pass the turn. We would like another land. Opponent plays a tap land. To the bottom. Well, Drown Secrets. Opponent has Mystical Dispute. Okay, not ideal. Opponent. Land, passes. Well, land. Drown Secrets. Oh dear. Well, okay. So now this is very, very bad. If our opponent follows this up with Fires, like, how do we ever beat that? 2 1-mana counter spells on our key engine piece. Ugh. I don't think... Okay, Sphinx of Foresight. We draw a Creeping Chill, which is less than optimal. Well, Discovery. Graveyard, Graveyard. Wow, this is all kinds of not good. Opponent gets to scry. Opponent's got some hate cards. I will give them credit for infinite hate cards. Opponent hits us. Well, we'll counter that. We have to. Well, alright. Blood Crypt. Untapped. Ox. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, Thassa's Oracle. 8. Secret Keeper. Pass the turn. Pass the turn. What do you got, opponent? Opponent gets to scry. We do have Arclights coming back next turn, potentially. To the bottom. Looking for lands, I assume. There's a land. It's tapped. To the top. Opponent gets in. Well, alright. The race is on, I guess. We drop to 8. Opponent passes. Oh. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I think we gotta wait on Drowned Secrets. I think we have to opt. We gotta get back the Arclights, I think. Opt. Keep the Arclight. Radical idea. Discard the Arclight. Ooh. Radical idea. Discard the Island. Combat. Triple Arclight. Yeah. Hit you with everything. Opponent Gust the Ox. Put it to the bottom. Opponent gets to scry. To the top, what is the card? Cavalier of Gales. To draw some more cards. Oh, this is so ridiculously close. Opponent passes. Well, we will play Drown Secrets. Discovery Dispersal. Mill ourselves. There's a Creeping Chill. Exile it. Island to the bottom. Drown Secrets to the top. Land. Drown Secrets. Mill ourselves. Creeping Chill. Pass the turn. All right, this is it. This is it. We got the Breach in hand in a relatively full graveyard. Opponent leaves it on top. What do they have? This is the moment of truth. Deafening Clarion. Sweeps our board. Gets in. Goes to 14. Can we still win? We draw land. So, well, okay. Underworld Breach. Opt. Exile, exile, exile. Mill ourselves. Mill ourselves. Opt to the bottom. Opt. Exile, exile, exile. Mill ourselves. Mill ourselves. Oh, we needed that. Well, it's got to go bottom. Oh, that's on. Boy, we've had some rough luck with that. To the bottom. Opt. Exile, exile, exile. Mill ourselves. Mill ourselves. Come on, deck. Secret Keeper. To the bottom. Watery Grave. Opt. Exile, exile, exile. Oh, is it going to be enough? Mill ourselves. Mill ourselves. land to the bottom. Shock. Exile, exile. We whiffed. Wow. Oh my goodness, we should have had that. Well, 3 arc lights. No attacks. Opponent with early GG. Wow. Opponent scries to the top. Oh, we got so... Man. So unfortunate that we needed that chill and we couldn't get it. We just could not hit the creeping chill. And oh, wow. That was our time to win. And now I think we're out of... Opponent exiles, scries to the bottom. We're out of breaches. Yeah, that's game. Wow. Oh, wow. That one is a brutal loss. That creeping chill. There's... Oh, no! Oh, that is one of the least fortunate losses I've ever experienced. Yeah, I mean, that does it. Oh, man. Yeah, there's no way to do it now. All right. Well, it makes me a little sad to scoop with our opponent early GGing. Wow, that was mind-blowingly unfortunate. Oh, wow. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! If you look back at what happened there, we milled all those cards. We needed to deal 12 to our opponent with that shock, because we had the shock, which meant we either needed to find our last Arclight Phoenix or mill Creeping Chill. And in the end, our op revealed the Creeping Chill, so we had to put it to the bottom. So we came up exactly 1 card short if we had kept the Merfolk Secret Keeper. All right, against the odds time, we are playing some Underworld Dredge in Standard. And, yeah, let's see how this goes. Hopefully we dodge the graveyard hate. Well, okay. No lands. No lands, no keep. Yeah, alright, I guess this is fine. It's not an exciting hand, but we can Secret Keeper cards into our graveyard, put Creeping Chill to the bottom, and eventually Ox might do things. Well, Temple of Epiphany. Temple to the bottom. Could use a Drown Secrets. That's the card that really pushes our deck into overdrive. Ooh, well, Secret Keeper. Mill ourselves. Temple of Epiphany. Creeping Chill, definitely bottom. Another Ox. Well, Secret Keeper. Mill ourselves. Ooh, we wanted those lands! We wanted those lands! Secret Keeper. Mill ourselves. Alright, there's a radical idea at least. That's helpful. Play a land, pass the turn. We're doing a good job of filling the graveyard, even without our Drown Secrets. We need land. Ooh, Opt. Alright, Opt will hopefully help us find a land here. Thassa's Oracle, definitely bottom. Alright, there's a land. Play the land, play Secret Keeper. Pass the turn. Now things are getting interesting. We might end up radical IDing, discarding Ox, and then next turn just Underworld Breach to get back Drown Secrets and going from there. Teferi. Alright, so let's radical idea, discard Ox. Draw Creeping Chill. That's not one we really wanted to draw.
My responsibility.
See if what our opponent does with Teferi here. We would... Oh man, this is... How many Drown Secrets do we have left is the question. Or Underworld Breaches. We've milled 1. We have 1 here. Because we can't just, like, get back Ox.
Let's try this.
Opponent ticks down. We can't just get back Ox, but that's going to mean discarding... Yeah, I think we're going to Ox. Let's Ox. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8. Get back Ox, discard some cards, draw some cards. Discovery Dispersal. Graveyard, graveyard. Blood Crypt tapped. No attacks. Alright, alright, alright. That went fine. We're finally getting stuff in the graveyard, even without having access to Drowned Secrets. And we can get back Arclight Phoenixes next turn. Radical Idea, Discovery Dispersal, Shock. We also have another Ox at some point. Abandoned. Taking up, taking up.
I got this.
Opponent pass. Oh, that's Underworld Breach. Woo! That is a card that we like. That is a card that we like. How do we want to do this? Let's Discovery Dispersal. Mill Phoenix, Mill Secret Keeper. Draw a card. Radical Idea. Discard Creeping Chill. Draw a card. Shock to Fairy. Arclights returning. Go attacking. Alright, opponent kills the Ox. Sure. Drops to 9. And then we get to do it again with Underworld Breach if our opponent has a Wrath. I think we're where we want to be here. That went surprisingly well. Alright, opponent. Bring it. What do you got? Elspeth Conquers Death. Alright. Sure. Snags a Phoenix. Oh, well, this isn't beautiful, but we go to combat. This works. Not the most exciting Underworld Breach kill, but hit our opponent to 3. Lad. Oh, this is so funny. Underworld Breach. And then we get to escape Creeping Chill? For the last 3? Well, that's that's not the big combo we were planning on, but we'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. All right, that was not bad. That was not bad at all. That went surprisingly well. And Underworld Breach was a key part to that victory. That's what the deck wants to do. Well, all right. Control, control, control means Nib Mizzet, Mystical Disputes in. We'll go down Brazen Borrower. Oh, I really hope our opponent doesn't have Graveyard Hate. Go down Brazen Borrower. Go down a couple of Secret Keepers and 1 Ox. Run it like that. All right, no Graveyard Hate, please. The whole hard cast the Creeping Chill from the graveyard plan. And that was without having a Drowned Secrets that entire game, which is probably the most impressive part of that. If we have Drowned Secrets, the deck just goes crazy, but we did that without Drowned Secrets. We just did that the old-fashioned way. All right, we are on the draw for game number 2. And let's see what this hand looks like. All right, sure. Not a super exciting hand, but we got double Radical Idea. So we can start churning through our deck a bit. And we have Underworld Breach eventually. Opponent passes. Well, playing the island, pass the turn. Island for our opponent. Thief of Sanity. Well, the good news is... Ugh. That's a lot of lands. The good news is Thief of Sanity helps fill our graveyard, so this is actually not the worst for us. Opponent. Getting in. Hitting us. And plus, we don't have any cards that are that great for our opponent to hit. I guess they can take, like, Arclights or something, but... Alright, we get a Creeping Chill. Opponent takes something. Discovery Dispersal. Well, that's a radical idea. Ooh, alright. There is a Drought Secrets. That is one of the cards we're looking for. That is actually one of our most important cards to set up our Underworld Breach guild. Pound it. Yeah, Surveils, takes a card. Tap land. Well, play the land, play Drown Secrets. Pass the turn. Opponent combat. Gets and hits us. Yeah. Mills us. Snags something. 6 cards in the graveyard. Atris. Okay. We might be able to have a pretty good turn this turn. Yeah, let's go to Fairy Versus. Opponent goes Versus. Plays the Scryland. Alright, so we are going for it. We are going to Radical Idea, discard Arclight Phoenix. Mill ourselves. Draw Mystical Dispute. We have 1 Arclight so far. I think we just Underworld Breach. Play the land. Underworld Breach. Opt. Exile lands. Mill ourselves. Creeping Chill's gotta go bottom. Opt. Exile. Mill ourselves. Land to the bottom. Draw Creeping Chill. Well, opt. Exile. Unfortunately, we have not hit any more Phoenixes. Mill ourselves. And we'll keep a second Drown Secrets, I guess. Go to combat. Arclight. Smack ya. Underworld Breach goes away. We will discard Radical Idea. Alright. Opponent can despark our Arclight. Now, it's a little unfortunate that we did not hit another Arclight after all that. Opponent gets in. Hits us to 14. Gets to keep stealing our cards. Ugh. They might be stealing our Arclights. That would explain it. Ugh, we lose another Breach. That's not great. So we have 2 Breaches left, I think? Not counting whatever's in our opponent's hand. Opponent does have Graveyard Hate. Alright. Yeah. Well, now we are in some trouble. To Fairy.
I'm known for my excellent timing.
Opponent bounces Arclight. We're at 14. Play the land, play Drown Secrets. Mill ourselves. Arclight. Kill to Fairy. Pass the turn. Ooh, yeah. Kurnos is really good against our deck. It looks like we have maybe 2 turns to win. We drop to 6. Opponent mills some more cards. 19. Oh, I wonder if there's any way we can mill ourselves out here. Opponent untap land. Yeah, Kunaros is brutal. And who knows what of our sweet cards our opponent's stolen. Ashiok.
Close your eyes.
Makes a door.
Shadows awaken.
We draw an Arclight. Well, okay. I think we're gonna come up just... Oh, we can't Radical Idea. Oh, we're definitely dead then. Yeah, Kunaros is very good against us. Alright, sure. Sure. Yeah, so our opponent does have Graveyard Hate, we learned. Not as smooth as game number 1. That is a bit of a concern that after sideboarding, our opponent can have stuff like Kunaros, which I guess means we need to leave in... We need to bring in / leave in Unsummon? Oh, what do we cut, though? Maybe we gotta go, like, 2 Mystical Disputes and cut the Secret Keepers? Ugh. All right, let's try it like that. I mean, we have to be able to answer Kurneros. Like, with a Kurneros on the battlefield, our deck just doesn't really do anything. That's a lot of Arclights in hand. All right, well, I guess we'll keep this. We have breaches. We're going to need lands to make them work and to dodge Kurneros. Well, we'll see. What you got about it? All right, land go. We also haven't had much Drowned Secrets opening hand luck so far. To the bottom. Now, play the land, discovery. Mill Creeping Chill. I guess we keep an island. Drain our opponent. Pass the turn. Untap land. Well, let's opt. See if we can find a mystical dispute. Well, we'll keep Radical Idea. Play a land, pass the turn. Please not Kurneros. Untap land. Well, we got to counter Narset. Boy, opponent has a lot of cards that are really good against our deck. Drowned Secrets, I guess. Pass the turn. Missing land drops. Opponent. Hero of Precinct 1. Fabled Passage. Well, play Radical Idea. Mill ourselves. Oh, come on, lands. Mill 2 lands. Draw unsummon. Alright, pass the turn. The drawing lands part is what is not happening. Alright, opponent cracks. We will unsummon hero. Mill ourselves. Opponent gets a land. Untaps. Hero. Passes. Well, Radical Idea. Mill ourselves. Please, a land. Alright, Blood Crypt, untapped. Pass the turn. Actually, maybe we let Hero do its thing. Next turn, we can unsummon Shock Radical Idea and get back a Phoenix. Through a Kurneros. About it. Tap land. Alright, so we untap. Opt. Mill ourselves. Keep a Blood Crypt. Radical Idea. Discard Shock. Mill ourselves. Mountain. Radical Idea. Discard Blood Crypt. Mill ourselves. Okay, there's some Arclights. Get back to Arclights. What you got, opponent? Tyrant Scorn. Sure. And Tyrant Scorn. Alright, so opponent dodges the bullet for now. Opponent, combat, hits us. 15. Land. Passes. So we draw Creeping Chill. Alright, so how do we piece this together? Well, let's Radical Idea. Discard a Phoenix. Mill ourselves. Come on, cheap spell. Temple. That's awkward. I'll play Underworld Breach. Opponent has a counter. Well, Temple of Epiphany, Scry. Mountain to the bottom. Alright, pass the turn. Next turn's going to have to be the turn. If we're going to make this work, next turn's going to win us the game. Opponent's only got 2 cards in hand. If they have another counter, it's going to be scary and problematic. If we resolve Underworld Breach, I think odds of us winning are pretty high. Alright, we drop to 10. Oh no! Apostle. Okay, that's going to make things challenging. Can we make this work? Opponent's going to exile Ox. Crack Fabled Passage. Oh, this is going to be so close. How many Creeping Chills do we have? 1. All right, well, we will unsummon Apostle. Mill ourselves. All right, opponent eats Arclight. We got to win the game this turn. We got to win this turn. Mill. Bounce. Oh my god, Niv. So, we have a Creeping Chill in hand, unfortunately. We can get this Phoenix in the graveyard. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so we... Underworld Breach. We will opt. Exile. Mill ourselves. Land to the bottom. Oh, we draw the Creeping Chill. Opt. Exile. Drawing that Creeping Chill is so unfortunate. Mill ourselves. Draw Thassa's Oracle. Ugh. Well, shock. Hero. Exile some lands. Steam Vents. Drown Secrets. Exile some cards. Mill ourselves. Get back a Phoenix. Pass the turn. Alright. I don't know if that's enough or not. Opponent has removal, Devout Decree. 13 cards. To the bottom. Opponent hits us. To 5. Follow up. To Fairy.
If you show remorse, I'll show restraint.
I feel like we need one spell we can cast. If we draw one spell, we should be able to get to the Thassa Oracle win. Opponent.
Trust me.
Takes down, no bouncing. Tap land. To the top. That's not a cheap spell. So, we will play Niv Mizzet. Mill our opponent. Play the land. Pass the turn. Oh, this is so close. Opponent. Takes up to Fairy. Ashiok, okay.
Here, deep below, lie succulent horrors.
Ashiok bounces Niv. We discard Arclight.
I leave you. Surrender.
Opponent gets in.
Morsel of fear.
I think this works. I think this exactly works. We have 11 cards. This mills 4. This, yep. All right. Niv. Mill ourselves. Wow. Wow. We're going to do it. 7 cards. Thassa's Oracle. Mill ourselves. Whoo. Underworld Breach. Mill. 3 cards. Devotion higher than that. Taking down Esper Control through the Graveyard Hate. Apostles and also Kunaros and Underworld Breach. Dredge taking them down. That was impressive. Through the hate and the bounce and the control. Whew, sweet, sweet, sweet. So what do we learn this week about Underworld Dredge in Standard? And overall, the deck was reasonable. We finished 3-2 record-wise, although, in all honesty, as was pointed out in the video, we should have won another match. Oh my goodness. That match against Jeskai Fires, if we had kept Merfolk Secret Keeper on top, it would have changed the whole game. We would have won on that big combo turn instead of ending up just short. So that was a mistake on my part that kept us from winning another match. So overall, the deck felt reasonably competitive. Of course, like, it's very graveyard based. So we did see, like, a Kaya beat us one time. We had to fight through a Kurnos in one matchup. If someone plays, like, a Leyline of the Void, things are a little bit rough. We do have the bounce in the sideboard to kind of deal with it, but those cards are definitely annoying. On the other hand, Underworld Breach is insane in this deck. The combo of Drowned Secrets to fill our graveyard, and then Underworld Breach to recast all of our spells from the graveyard was super effective and really good. We got some Thassa's Oracle kills, we got some Arclight Phoenix kills, so the deck, other than Graveyard Hate, is really annoying to deal with. Like, our threats keep coming back, we keep churning through our deck, we got a million cantrips, we have uncounterable damage and Creeping Chill, so unless our opponent has Graveyard Hate in specific, the deck is actually really annoying for most people to shut down. So I'm pretty happy with how it turned out in general. The other thing I will say about the deck, if you decide to pick it up, is there is some maddening inconsistency. We saw that in some of our matches where you, like, cast a Discovery Dispersal and surveil away 2 cards that you don't really care about, like 2 lands in the graveyard, and then your next row is like Creeping Chill, and you're like, so there is this, like, randomness built into the deck that you can't really control. It's sometimes because we have Creeping Chills, which we never really want to draw. We just want to be milling those into our graveyard. Arclight Phoenixes, they're okay to draw because we can discard them to Radical Idea or Ox, but in general, we don't want to draw those. So sometimes you draw cards that you really want to be milling, and that can be a little bit annoying, but that's just something that's going to happen when you're playing cards like Creeping Chill and Arclight Phoenix. But in general, I think this deck was sweet. I think it's pretty powerful. Underworld Breach is great, and it's so sweet to be able to play it just like opt, refill your hand. We even had some just like pseudo turns where Underworld Breach, casting it with like 4 mana to be able to get back at Drowned Secrets that had been disenchanted. That was huge in some matchups. Or just Underworld Breach to be able to draw a couple cards and like shock a Runaway Steamkin against Mono Red. Those type of turns are really powerful, and that's one of the things that impressed me most about Underworld Breach. While obviously the combo turns were insane, when we get to the late game, we got a bunch of mana, we cast it, and we just like go through our entire deck and win. Those turns are awesome, but just running it out in the early game to get back a couple spells, that's still a reasonable amount of value because it's only 2 mana. So Underworld Breach really impressed me with its power, and it impressed me with its ability to be decent as a fair quote-unquote card. I know our deck is, I guess you would consider unfair by standard with the Dredge theme, but really, just playing it for value, kind of like a weird Eternal Witness where you cast a couple of spells, that was a surprisingly effective and powerful plan. So all around, I'm pretty happy with this deck. I'm sure we will play more Underworld Breach at some point in the future. I still want to try the Underworld Breach 1000-Year Storm deck, but I know that's one Leon Trazi's already been playing, so maybe we'll do that one on stream or something, and I want to try to do something a little different with Underworld Breach, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. So hope you all enjoyed the deck. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.